Hello student, today I have brought a video on the topic of some examples on the basis of law of conservation of momentum. These examples that happens in our daily life, these happenings is fully explained with the help of law of conservation of momentum. Why it happens so? It gives the correct answer when you use the law of conservation of momentum. In this video, we discuss some examples in which the law of conservation of momentum is involved. Now, first example is very common example is recoiling of gun. When gun is fired, the shooter observe a force jerk backward direction. This force is due to the recoil velocity of the gun. And why it happens so? It is explained with the help of the law of conservation of momentum. Now look here. First case when the gun is firing. Before firing, the system of it form a system, gun along with the bullet, loaded with the bullet, form a system, and this system has mass. The total mass of the system is equal to mass of the gun and mass of the bullet, and the velocity as the in this situation, there is no velocity of gun and bullet, so the velocity of the system here v is equal to 0. The total momentum of the system before firing is equal to 0 due to the 0 velocity. Now, when it is fired, when the gun is fired and bullet moves forward direction, then the bullet acquires some momentum. This momentum is equal to the mass of the bullet and the velocity of the bullet. And this momentum and also gun feels observe a backward direction of velocity, and it also acquires some momentum. These two momentum, the momentum acquired by the gun and momentum acquired by the bullet, must be equal to the total momentum before the firing. The momentum of the system before firing must be equal to the momentum of the system after firing. On the basis of the principle, we can find the recoil velocity of gun. It is given in the next slide. Look here. Here, before firing, the total mass of gun and bullet is equal to m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2 here, and the mass of the gun is equal to 2 kg and the mass of the bullet is equal to 0.02 kg, that is the 20 gram, and total mass of the system before firing is equal to 2.02 kg. Now, since the system was at rest, so the velocity of the system is equal to here 0. Now the momentum of system is equal to mass into velocity is equal to here becomes 0 kg meter per second, that is the unit of the momentum. Now we have to calculate the momentum of the system after firing. Here momentum, total momentum is equal to momentum of bullet plus momentum of the gun, that is the pistol. Now it is, suppose the required velocity of the gun is v1, then what would be here, v2, then m1 is the velocity, m1 is the mass of the bullet, that is 0.02 gram 2 kg, and u1 is the velocity of the gun after velocity of the bullet after firing, and here m2 is the mass of the gun and v2 is the required velocity. This sum of the momentum must be equal to the momentum before the firing. So here 0.02 into 150. 150 is the velocity of the bullet after firing that required. Now total momentum is equal to here is equal to 3 kg meter per second. Now here the momentum of the gun is equal to here 2 kg and the velocity is velocity, that is required velocity. The total momentum of the system after firing is that it must be equal to the total momentum of the system before firing. it is the initial momentum is equal to here 0. So this momentum must be equal to 0. On the basis of the equation, you can find v2, that is the required velocity of the gun. Now we can see that here 3 plus 2v2 is equal to 0. Now v2 is equal to 3 by 2 is equal to 1.5 meter per second. Now required velocity that we have to find out, that is the v2 is the required velocity of the gun is equal to here 1.5 meter per second. Required, that means the backward direction. When the gun is when the bullet is when a bullet is fired in the forward direction, the required velocity observed in the backward direction. That is the velocity we can obtain on the basis of law of conservation of momentum. Now I am going to discuss another example in which the law of conservation of momentum is involved. Now it is a very common example for a rocket. When the rocket is launched, and the principle of law of conservation is involved in that. When a rocket is burned, propellant, the fuel, and pushes out exhaust. That when the fuel is burned, it comes out with a great speed, and it acquires some momentum. The momentum is the downward direction of the fuel, and the momentum acquired by the rocket is equal to the momentum created by the burning of fuel, exhausted fuel. These two momentum is opposite in direction but unequal in amount, equal in magnitude. The upward force that is observed by the rocket, it is called the thrust. Is called thrust. To launch the rocket needs enough propellant to show that the thrust pushing the rocket up is greater than the force of the gravity pulling the rocket down. The force of gravity is pulling the rocket down, but the upward force that is acquired by the momentum of the rocket, and due to the exhaust fuel that come out from the jet of the rocket, and the backward direction, the momentum acquired by the rocket and moves upward direction with a great force, and it is greater than the gravity of the earth pulling that is downward. In this way the rocket is launched, and in this happening, in this event, the law of conservation of momentum is also involved. You can see here how the rocket is launched. The force that with the velocity the burned fuel exhaust is come out from the rocket, it acquires some momentum. This same momentum is acquired by the rocket in the upward direction, thus, and it is launched upward direction. And for this event, law of conservation of momentum is involved. Now next slide I am going to discuss about the ball's moment of ball under billiard game. Here the white ball that is struck by the stick, it is called the cue ball. It is cue ball, and it is the colored ball, and with the stick the cue ball is heated and acquired some momentum, and due to this moment it hit the colored ball. Cue ball hit the color ball, and due to the smooth surface the color ball is moved forward, but the white ball is become rest, and it is also explained with the help of law of conservation of momentum. Here the momentum acquired by the cue ball is transferred to the colored ball, and the total momentum is transferred to the color ball. The color ball acquired momentum and move forward, and the momentum lost, total momentum is lost by the white ball, due to which it become at rest. That is given and explained in the next slide. Here, this is because the Newton's third law of motion states that the forces are equal in size and opposite in direction, equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So when the ball collide with the momentum of the first ball, it is lost and it gained, and the momentum that is lost by the cue ball is the moment gained by the second, that is the color ball, and the total moment of the two balls are in same before and after the collision, and due to which the first ball, the color ball, the cue ball is stopped and the color ball is moved forward, and in this way the moment is transferred. The momentum of the cue ball is transferred to the color ball, and the moment of the billiard ball is explained with the help of law of conservation of momentum. Now I am going to discuss about a very common example, that is the collision of the truck and car. Here the system, here a truck which mass is 1000 kg and a car which mass is 800 kg is moving in a straight line and form a system. Here the momentum of the truck, initial momentum of the truck is equal to 1000 kg meter, 1000 kg into 5 into 5000 kg meter per second. The initial momentum of the truck here, initial momentum of the truck like that. And now the mass of the car is 800 kg and the velocity 2 meter per second, and the momentum of the car, initial momentum of car is 1600 kg meter per second. Now when they collide, due to the collision, that their velocity is changed and the momentum is changed, but the total momentum before the collision is equal to the total momentum after the collision. Velocity is changed, but the momentum is transferred from the truck to the car, and the truck reduced its velocity and the car acquired some greater velocity. So in such a way that the momentum of the system before collision is equal to the momentum of the system after collision. Now here, look here, after a collision, the velocity acquired by the truck something reduced, that is that 3.54, it is 5 meter per second to here become 3.4 meter per second. So the momentum reduced here. This reduced momentum is gained by the car, and due to the momentum increasing, so the velocity will increase here. Now look here, the momentum of the truck becomes here 3400 kg meter per second, and car's momentum is in such a way that the total momentum must be equal to the initial momentum. So let the velocity of the car, so we have to find out the velocity, how much the velocity of the car acquired after the collision, that is x meter per second. Now I am going to find out how the velocity of the car change, that is the x meter per second. It is calculated in the next slide like that. Now here, total momentum of the truck and car before collision is equal to P1 is equal to 5000 kg meter per second and 1600 kg meter per second, that becomes 6600 kg meter, the total momentum of the car and bus before collision. Now here, total momentum of the truck and car after collision is equal to P2 is equal to, it is the velocity is equal to 3400 kg meter per second, and 800 kg is the mass of the car, and the velocity acquired after the collision is x meter per second, not d. Now look here, by law of conservation of momentum, we have the P1 is the momentum of the system before collision is equal to P1, and P2 is the momentum of the system after collision. It must be equal according to law of conservation of moment. Now P1 is equal to that is the 3400 kg meter per second, 800 kg meter per second, 800 kg and 800 kg now it will be, and x meter per second, total momentum of the car after collision. Now it must be equal, now we can get the value of, it must be equal to the initial momentum, that is the 6600 kg. Now with the equation we can easily find out the value of x like that. Here 800 kg into x meter per second, that is the momentum of the car acquired after the collision, it must be equal to like that 6600 kg meter per second initial moment, and the momentum of traction is subtracted here. Now it must be equal to the momentum of the car. So x is equal to here 4. Hence the velocity of the car after collision is equal to 4 meter per second. It increases, the velocity of the car is increases. That are the application of law of conservation of momentum, and on the basis of law of conservation of momentum we explain successfully this event that we observe in our daily life. Thank you, students. With next slide, next video we will discuss another topic. Okay.